At the beginning, the first years, I was a normal child, like any other. My ice creams would fall as soon as I left the ice cream shop. I scraped my knees when riding on the slide. I loved skidding on the bicycle. I really liked the sweets that looked like sugar sponges. Until one day, when I was playing as the goalkeeper for the 6th grade soccer team, my knees suddenly buckled and boom, I fell to the ground for no reason. They looked at me strangely. I got up again and bam, once more to the ground. Little by little, eating and speaking became difficult for me. It seemed like my tongue was swelling. At least that's how I felt. My muscle strength was so little that I couldn't even hold a cup. It was impossible for me to open a can or a jar. I could barely swallow anything. I choked on my own saliva. I turned into a rag doll, limp, without light or shine. The pilgrimage began. We went through many specialties: the otolaryngologist, the psychiatrist, the pulmonologist. They thought it was the result of a trauma. None of them got it right. No one could give a definitive diagnosis, until we found with the neurologist. They referred me to a hospital in the health sector in Mexico City. We arrived with Dr. Victor Pella, neurologist, who quickly knew that what I had was myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis? Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder that disrupts communication between nerves and muscles, causing episodes of muscle weakness. And so would begin a long journey. They did many tests on me. I spent periods hospitalized. They took photos, electric shocks on the wrists, breathing tests, nuclear medicine, CT scans, X-rays, labs, blah blah blah. Finally, I started the medication, prednisone and pyridostigmine, the perfect cocktail, classic for myasthenia. Prednisone was the big hit. It got me out of the jam, but it made me puff up like a moon. Cushing's syndrome, they call it. I ate, with a fierce hunger. With that came bullying, school harassment. All this coincided with my entering high school, with perfect symptoms to provide ammunition for the bullies. Without speaking well, without full mobility, very overweight. It was hard, very hard. Some of the symptoms are double vision, difficulty breathing, speaking, swallowing, drooping eyelids, weakness in limbs, facial expressionlessness. From then on came the calm, the stability, the learning of 3 years of absorbing and understanding, assimilating that this is for life. I finished school, continued to university, professional life, unwittingly choosing adverse paths, physical and mental challenges that no professional would have advised. Today, after 33 years having been in remission for several of them, years in which I was able to enjoy a normal life without symptoms, being able to swim, run, driving a car, traveling, I keep learning from this condition that returned without missing it, with new ways of manifesting, with a pandemic added to the records, and new ways to cope with it, with new medications that address the same symptoms as before, which keep me stable, but not in normalcy. But it should be recognized by the authorities to classify this disease as what it is: a disability. I use a cane. I work from home, adapted to my needs. Rest, work, rest, work. To the world it seems that I have nothing. Not all disabilities are noticeable, which doesn't mean they don't exist. I continue and will continue on this journey, I suppose, discovering and rediscovering alternate paths, like losing the fear of helping myself with available resources, without thinking about what others say, trying to keep raising awareness about disabilities that exist, but are not immediately visible.